Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here is where I break down all the signals that were sent to both my free and VIP Forex signal channel. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, the links are in the descriptions below. So this video is basically a little bit late. Today is now Tuesday, but better late than never, right? So for the past week, myself and the members of my VIP channel were able to make roughly about 673 pips, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we were able to do that. So let's start off with NZD CAD. For me, I wasn't interested in selling this pair because of one main reason: this descending channel that you're seeing on your screen right now. A descending channel is essentially a bullish signal, so I'm not looking for a break to the downside. I'm looking for a break to the upside of that channel. So because of that, I wasn't interested in selling this market. So the moment it broke out to the downside, I was looking for buy signals. So the first buy signal that I got was on these 4 candlestick formation. I'm gonna put them in a rectangle for you guys so you can see it. These 4 candlestick formation. These 4 candlestick formation right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If you should combine these 4 candlesticks, you will get a bullish pin bar rejection right there, and that is what I was interested in. So I played this, I think, the week before last, and what happened was that the market came up, got rejected by the lows of this channel right here, pulled back, bounced right there, came inside the channel, but it didn't respect the lows of this channel as support. It broke back out and then stopped me out right there. So let me show you guys the entry on NZD CAD. So here's the entry on NZD CAD. Fortunately, I didn't see the market on its way back up, because if I did, I would have just reused my old entry from the week before and I would have gotten stopped out. So fortunately, I didn't see that. What I was doing essentially here was playing the break of the last high, which was this, if you guys can see that. So let's do some structure reading right here. We have a higher high right there, higher low, higher high right there. We broke that trend by closing below this last swing low right there. So this was a lower low. So if we should start from here, we have a higher high, which is basically the market getting rejected out of this zone right there. The last swing low right there acted as resistance. So even though I was using my old entry right here, what I was essentially doing was playing the break of the last high that the market just made, because I was saying that if the market actually breaks and closes above this zone right here, then that would mean that we're now in an uptrend, because that would have made a higher high, higher low, and then a higher high. And if we should pull back after that, here should now act as support, and then we should continue in that direction, because I believe from there we would have been back inside the channel. So let's go back to the chart. So as you can see, that is exactly what happened right there. The market pulled back. So we had, here was the last swing high, we created a higher low right there, and then we broke and closed above this zone right here. The market then pulled back and then respected that zone as support. Here we have this nice bullish engulfing candle that is within this box right here of the lows of this channel, and from there the market just went all the way to 126 before we have this huge pin bar rejection candle, which would have stopped us out if we weren't trailing. And that is why I encourage the members of my channel to trail their stocks, because you never know when something like this can happen. I believe this move was as a result of the coronavirus, news surrounding the whole coronavirus. So the market is kind of unstable right now, which may or may not play out in our favor. So for NZD CAD, we were able to make so we calculated profits at 1 to 4 right here. So that's approximately 153 pips on NZD CAD right there. So let's move on to AUD CAD. The reason behind the buy on AudiCAD was similar to that of the reason for the buy on NZDCAD. So as you can see, we're in this descending channel and we got a break to the downside of that channel. For a descending channel, we're not looking for a break to the downside, we're looking for a break to the upside, and then a retest and then continuation, because a descending channel is basically a bullish signal. So we took a buy right here the same time when we took a buy on NZDCAD the first time, and the same thing happened, we got stopped out. So last week I just basically reused the same entry, and as you can see from there, the market went all the way to 1 to 4. Like I said, we were looking for a break to the upside and then a retest of the highs of the channel to go higher. So if you held this over the weekend, you would have gotten 1 to 6 before the market actually crashed, basically, before this large pin bar rejection right there. But for me and the members of my channel, we collected profits at 1 to 4 right here on Friday. So that was approximately 146 pips again right there. So let's move on to USD CAD. For USD CAD, I was playing this. Well, I was playing a retracement of this bullish engulfing candle right there. See if I can find the entry. So yeah, I didn't see the close of this bullish engulfing candle. I actually saw it when this bearish candle next to it was forming. I was like, okay, let me play a little retracement on that pair. Let me play a little retracement right there, and I place my entries right there, stops behind the support there where it bounced, and the market did take us in and went all the way to 1 to 5, I believe. So let's look at that on the charts. So you can see the market did pull back, take us in right there, and then from there we held this over the weekend because it didn't hit 1 to 1. It didn't even hit 1 to 1 by the market should close on Friday. So on Sunday the market gapped and then went all the way to 1 to 5. So on this trade we actually made 300 and roughly 68 pips. The market got rejected by the lows of a channel. Let me go to the daily time frame, zoom out. So you can see the market is in an ascending channel right there. We broke out right there into a descending channel, which, like I said, is a bullish signal. We got a breakout to the high side, and then from there the market retested the highs of the channel and then broke out from there. So as you can see, so here the descending channel played out pretty nicely. So it is possible that the market may push and break this zone right there to come back inside this channel, hit these highs, because right here is resistance, pull back and then respect the lows of that channel, and then continue to the highs right there. So that is a possibility on USD CAD, or it can pull back to these lows right here. So let's move on to USD JPY. So on USD JPY, doesn't look like I can zoom out anymore. The market basically respected this. I believe here is a high of a channel, and due to the whole coronavirus, I wasn't expecting it to bounce from there back up. I was expecting it to come back inside that channel and actually hit the lows. So that is exactly what happened though. The market came back up, took us in right there. Market bounced off the high right there, came back up, took us in, and then we collected profits at 1 to 3. That was on Friday. On Sunday the market gapped and went all the way to 1 to 6. And then Monday we've been having this recovery. That was approximately 267 pips right there. Let me show you guys the entry, the analysis. UJSL. So I saw the market when it was respecting the highs of this channel, and I was expecting it to continue. So what I did was to place my stops behind the last swing right here, my inches right there, because I wasn't expecting it to break this downtrend, and if it actually came back up and broke right there, then we would have violated the downtrend. So I was expecting it to continue, so that is why I placed my entries right there, stops behind right there. The market came up, took us in, went all the way to 1 to 3 nicely. So that was a beautiful trade right there. Let's move on to GBP CAD. So on GBP CAD, we were selling it from week before last, the same head and shoulders formation right here. We got a break out of that retest, so we got this nice bearish engulfing candle right there. We played it, however the market stopped us out, came all the way up. I think we played it on the way down, but we got stopped out on this indecision candle right there. From there we didn't enter again, and the market continued all the way to almost 1 to 3. So last week I saw the market on its way back up, and I was saying that since we violated this uptrend, we would continue down and actually break this level right here. So what I was expecting was that the market would come up, take us in, because we were still using the same entry, take us in, pull back, and probably went to 1 to 6. So let me show you guys the entry on this trade right here. It's GBP CAD. So yeah, I saw the bounce out of this zone right there, and I was like, okay, the market should come back up, take us in right there, and then go to at least 1 to, what's this, 4 or 1 to 5 before it would retest that zone and then continue down. Well, so I was expecting GBP CAD to continue in this downtrend, but what happened was that the market came up. Let me go back to the charts. So what happened was that the market came up, took us in right there. I'm sorry, but because of this impulsive move, we cannot really zoom in on what is happening right there. It would look real messy. So hope you guys are seeing this. So what happened was the market came back up, took us in as predicted, pulled back, gave us 1 to 1. And because we got stopped out a few times before, I was very cautious trading this pair. So I did move my stops to 1 to 1. And we got stopped out at break even right there. Here is a nice bullish engulfing candle. But I wasn't interested in this. I wasn't interested in buying this. But if I did, we would have gotten all these profits. But because of the whole getting stopped out a few times and getting stopped out at break even again, I just avoided this pair. So we got stopped out at break even on this one right there. Let's move on to NZD USD. I was playing this head and shoulders formation, so I think I was playing the break of this high right here. Stops, yes, I was playing the break of this high right here, stops behind the swing. So let me show you guys. I hope you guys are seeing this head and shoulders. So from here to here to here would be the left shoulder. From here to here to right here would be the head, and from right here to right here to right there would have been the right shoulder. So I was playing the break of this high right here with my stops behind this swing. Let me show, hopefully I got the entry on this one. So here's the entry on NZD USD. I was playing the break of that high, stops behind that swing. So what happened was that the market did take us in. We had to hold this over the weekend because we didn't get 1-to-1, and the market basically pulled back and we got stopped out right there. So after this aggressive move right here, I didn't even bother to reuse that entry. I just avoided this pair. But if we reuse the same entry, we would have gotten the 1-to-2, which we were looking for from last week, because here is resistance. This gray area is resistance, and there is where we would have been looking to collect profits on this one. So the market did give us the 1-to-2 eventually, and now you can see that it is basically continuing in the initial downtrend that it was in. So we lost we lost roughly 54 pips on this trade, 53 pips on this trade right there. Move on to GBP NZD. For GBP NZD, like because of this huge candlestick formation right there, if you use MT4 you would understand, believe me. Here, like, we can't really see what's happening in this area so well, but I was playing the 1, 2, 3, that wave, that significant wave that I was talking about in my last video. So we were playing that wave movement, that 1, 2, 3 wave movement. So I refer to it as a significant wave. If you guys know the name of that formation, you can leave it in the description below. But for now, I'm just going to continue to refer to it as the significant wave. So the market basically came down, took us in. I'm going to show you guys the entry in a minute. The market came down, took us in. I think here is where we got triggered into this market, and then the market pulled back, stopped us out. We tried to enter this market again. We got stopped out twice, and then from there we said, okay, that was it for this pair, GBP NZD. I think we lost about 104 pips on this. 104, not sure. You can't really measure because of this candlestick, this huge candlestick formation right there. So we lost roughly about 104 pips on this trade, and we lost that twice, so that was 208 pips overall. So let me show you guys the entry on this one right here, GBP NZD. So you can see we was basically playing the break of the lows of these wicks. The market did take us in, but it pulled back, stopped us out. We tried to enter again. The market did take us in again, and then stopped us out twice on that. So yeah, that's it for last week's trades. If you guys should add up where we took profits along with where we got stopped out and how many times we got stopped out, overall we would have made roughly about 673 pips for last week. So again, if you guys are new to my channel and you would like to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are interested in joining my VIP or my free channel, the links are in the description below. Thank you.